Hey, what's going on there, guys? So, great news. I've been heavily working on the iOS theme, the Dead by Daylight theme that I promised that I would be releasing pretty soon, which I did make a download link for. It's a very early iteration of it. Ooh, damn, excuse me. Goddamn brisk tea, man. Alright, so it's a very early iteration of the Dead by Daylight theme. I've pretty much gotten every single um, Apple app. Yeah, damn, that's kind of a tongue twister. I've gotten every single Apple app icon, so those are pretty much done. There might be a few more that I need to do, but for the most part, the stock apps that come with an iPhone when you first get it are pretty much completely done. I've done a few basic apps that almost everybody has on their phones, like Facebook, Instagram, Discord. So those are pretty much done. There's still quite a few more apps that I still need to do, and that's why I said this is a very early iteration of it. So it's just for you guys to kind of play around with it. The clock as well is just an early iteration. It's kind of a placeholder, if you will. So when I showcase it on my phone here in just a few moments, you'll get to see what it looks like on my iPhone XR, and what it kind of looks like, and get a feel for it and things like that. I've shown it off in my Discord, and I think a lot of my Discord users are pretty appreciative of it. The only thing is that they wish that it was for Android and not iOS, because a lot of the users that are in my Discord are actually Android users. And I will make a conversion eventually once I'm done with the finished product with this theme. So don't feel like you're left out. I will eventually get to it, but I want to get to the finished product first on Apple iOS, and then once that's all done, I'm just going to swap it over there. I have no experience with Android, so I don't know how the theming works. If you guys want to send me some links as to how theming works on Android OS, I will definitely be watching those so I can get a little bit more familiar with it, because I've never had an Android. I've never used the operating system on an Android. So many of you guys are probably a lot more familiar with it than I am. So yeah, so to get this theme to work, you guys do need to be jailbroken. So what does that mean per se? For many of you guys that are probably on a stock Apple device, you've probably heard the term jailbreak or jailbroken. What it is it basically frees up your device. It allows more user functionality essentially. It allows you to theme out, customize your phone, pirate apps if that's your thing, but that's not what a jailbreak is for. I know the common misconception is when you hear jailbreak, you think illegal, but it's not illegal at all. In some countries it is, but fuck your countries, because that's just like, you've purchased the device, it's your device. I don't think they have any right to say what you can and can't do with it. But in the U.S., we are able to do whatever the hell we want essentially. Since 2012, when Congress passed that, it was basically not illegal to do. I don't even know why it's even a thing to call it illegal anyways, but yeah, there's just so much shit you can do with a jailbroken iOS experience, and that's why I've always liked jailbreaks over the years. They're a little difficult to obtain because jailbreaks, how they work is that only certain versions of iOS are jailbreakable through these exploiters like Pawn to Own. There's been countless other exploiters in the past that have come and gone. I'm trying to remember that one guy's name. I can't remember his name, but he was the one that did like iOS 6, iOS 5, iOS 4, way back then. But me personally, I've been jailbreaking Apple devices since like iOS 4 days with Red Snow and Green Rain, I think it was called. Old programs that would jailbreak your device. Now, the program that we have now by Pawn to Own is a program called Uncover. Great program. I just jailbroke my iPhone XR with it because we just got a jailbreak for 12.4 that literally released like about a week ago. And I've been enjoying it. Just basically customizing my phone to how I like, and I can even showcase just what that looks right now without showing off all the notifications I have. So I don't know if you can really see that. But that's also the Dead by Daylight theme that's running in the background, but I'll show you a better experience of that running on my phone. But it allows me to customize anything about the phone. I mean, at the top I got a red toolbar at the top. I mean, if we go into my settings app, mind you, I know iOS 13 just came out, and iOS 13 now has a dark mode, but mind you, I'm on iOS 12.4 because in order for me to be jailbroken, I need to be on iOS 12 of some sort. And so I have dark mode running on my iPhone. So pretty great. I love it. So yeah, if you guys are interested in jailbreaking, you just need to be a little bit experienced, a little bit more. Just do your research, you know, if you want to do that to your device. Another misconception is, well, if I jailbreak my device, does that mean it's going to break it? Not necessarily, no. The worst that'll probably happen is, say your phone died while it was doing the jailbreak process, is it's probably going to fuck up the software, and that just means you have to restore your phone through like iTunes or something. But I've never in my time ever of jailbreaking have I ever had a device actually go into like a death loop, or, you know, just not power back on. None of that. I've never had any of that happen. It's very, very, very rare that ever happens. But do mind that you are taking a risk regardless. But just know that that probability is so low of ever happening. But do make backups and things like that in case things do go wrong. Like I said, I have a lot of this in the README to get you guys a little informed, but again, do your own research, YouTube videos and things like that, because I'm not an iOS channel. I'm just telling you a little bit of information on how this works, so that way you guys can kind of obtain this theme. So again, guys, as of right now, iOS, if we're talking about recent here, iOS 12 up to 12.4 are jailbroken currently, from pretty much every Apple device that we have right now that's compatible with iOS, because now that we have support for the iPhone XS, XR, XS Max on 12.4, we are pretty much solid there. But if you're on 12.4.1, and I think there's also a 12.4.2, you cannot jailbreak. It has to be up to 12.4 that you're able to jailbreak. Just look up the tool called Uncover, and you'll be able to basically jailbreak your device through that. There's many YouTubers that tell you how to run the app through your phone. It's basically just an app that jailbreaks your phone for you, honestly. It does everything for you. It's crazy how simple jailbreak has gotten, because back in the day, jailbreaking back in the day, you had to do a bunch of shit just to get your device jailbroken. You had to get a custom IPSW, which a custom IPSW is a custom firmware, basically just a custom version of iOS, like say it was a custom version of 12.4 or something, and you would run that into your phone that had the jailbreak data already inside the firmware, and it would just have to restore through that, rather than now we have an app that just does all this shit for you. It's great, it's fantastic. But enough rambling, that's enough of the iOS stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys are bored. I'm just trying to give you a little information here as to how jailbreaking kind of works, and what it's capable of doing. Like I said, there's many iOS channels out there that will tell you more information than what I'm giving you. I'm just giving you a very rundown of how it works. So yeah, I'm going to swap over to my iPhone now, just show you guys the theme a little bit more in depth of how it looks and things like that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, please feel free to ask me. I'll also have the download link for you guys for the theme, as well as instructions of getting it into iPhone box here in just a moment. So yeah, peace out, and let's go ahead and swap over to my iPhone right now. Okay, so this is the custom theme that I have for Dead by Daylight, for those of you who are jailbroken. So as you can see, I also have a few other tweaks running in the background that allows me to have 5 app icons in each row instead of the typical 4. So pay no attention to that. It's not part of the theme. It's just another tweak running in the background. But for the most part, it's pretty stock, other than the theme that I have running in the background. So yeah, this is a work in progress. The clock is a placeholder for now. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the clock just yet, but hopefully in the future I figure something out. Even for the calendar, I think I'm going to use that as a placeholder. I don't know what I want to do with the calendar yet, but in the top left corner, if you just look at FaceTime there, I'm using the perk Agitation, I think it's called, where it allows you to have carrying speed. That's a lot more quicker to get to people to get people hooked faster. I also have photos, camera. Like I said, pretty much all the stock iOS apps are pretty much already themed. If you look middle row there, where it says iTunes, App Store, Cydia also has its own custom icon, and Cydia is basically the jailbreak tweak store, if you want to call it that. That's where you get most of your tweaks for your phone. It has basically the chest from Dead by Daylight, where you would loot and grab an item. Right next to it is Uncover, which Uncover is the app that basically jailbreaks your phone, and I use like the overcharge perk, so that's pretty cool. Adrenaline for the health app, voice memos,
let's see, prove thyself, I think is that perk. I can't remember every single one. I just kind of know them by muscle memory. So that's contacts, calculator, find my iPhone, mail. I think the mail app icon is kind of a placeholder too. I might change that one. So yeah, and then at the bottom I have phone, messages, settings, Safari, and then music. And then if we go over here, I got some basic social media ones that are already done too. So I got Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, and iFunny. If you guys are familiar with iFunny, already has a picture of a smiley face emoji. So I used one of the Legion's add-ons for the smiley face. I thought that worked really well. But I'll probably make one for Steam. I'll also make one for Lyft maybe and Uber, for those of you who use those apps. I'll also probably be making some for Chase, eBay, OfferUp, Etsy. Like I said, it's kind of a work in progress. I've just barely gotten a lot of the stock iOS apps already done. So I do plan on making custom UI noises as well. So when you lock your phone, it'll make a custom noise and things like that. That's in the works. But for right now, you could... I should have probably included this in 1.1, or yeah, 1.1, because I've only just uploaded the theme for the most part, but I do have some custom noises that I've already ported over from the game, like the end game noises, the clock noise. Every time it ticks down, it'll make a little clock noise. The hooked sound, so every time you're hooked, it plays kind of a soundtrack. The purchase noises from the store, I have those as a little custom text tone and things like that. I can't really showcase them because I'm recording off my phone, unfortunately, but yeah, you kind of get the idea there. I'll probably have those included in maybe the next coming release for UI noises and things like that, as well as more app icons. But yeah, this is just to get you familiar with what it is that I'm trying to do here. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this. Now I'm going to show you how to basically install this onto your Apple device in case you guys aren't familiar. Okay, so to get this theme to work, for those of you that are jailbroken, you probably already are well aware of how to get this to work. I do plan to add my get my own repo working and things like that, but for right now you guys are going to have to manually do it since this is kind of like a beta trial type thing. So if you go into Cydia here, the tweaks that you're going to need are basically Snowboard or Anemone. Those are the two tweaks that'll either theme out your device. You can use one or the other, it doesn't matter. I personally like Snowboard because it uses less resources on things like the memory and the processor of the device. So let's just wait for this to reload here. So we go to search and type in Snowboard, and then you'll just basically install this one right here, Snowboard. And then you're going to install one last tweak called Apple File Conduit 2, which is this one right here. Apple File Conduit 2 works up to iOS 7 to iOS 12. You can install that, and basically what Apple File Conduit 2 does is it basically allows us to get into our file system in the phone or whatever Apple device you have through the computer. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap over to the computer and show you how to get the theme running inside of your phone right now.
Okay, so this is iFunbox right here. I'll have a link in the description below. This is basically the tool that we're going to use to basically go into the file system of your phone. So here I have my iPhone XR already hooked up here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go into the raw file system here. And then what we're going to want to do then is go into library and then go into themes. So this is where you're going to have all your themes located from whatever theme that you install through either Cydia, or if you manually put it in like we're going to do, you put it into this folder right here. So this is your Dead by Daylight Icons 1.0 folder that you'll download in the description below. You'll just drag and drop this folder right in here through iFunbox, which I already have it, which is right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. Well, actually, you're not gonna actually put this whole folder in here because this is just a collection. But you're gonna grab the Dead by Daylight Icons folder, and then you're gonna drag and drop that one in there. As you can see here, it's already bundled up for you guys. So you just drag the Dead by Daylight Icons folder into iFunbox here, like so, and it'll basically copy over for you. And then all you have to do then is basically go into your settings app and go and find Snowboard in there, and once through Snowboard you'll basically see the Dead by Daylight icon there, or a theme, and you just enable it and boom bada bing, you're pretty much done. It already themes it out for you. So yeah, I'll probably, if you guys really want, I will do an in-depth of how to jailbreak if that's something you guys want to know or see. I can probably do that through my iPhone 6, since I don't really want to mess with this. This is my day-to-day phone, and I don't really want to mess with this as an example. But I'll probably do it with my iPhone 6 once, I get that to go back to stock and things like that, and I get ready to sell it, I guess. But yeah, for right now, the theme is a work in progress. I'm still adding to it, so just keep checking in on just keep checking in on my little MediaFire account with that link that I'll put in the description below. You'll probably see 2.0 I can't talk today, guys. I'm so sorry. You'll probably see 2.0 updated, and then you'll probably see like 3.0 updated. I'll just keep the older version still in there, but I'll just keep adding the new files to it. If I do start seeing that I'm running out of space, I might delete the older versions. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the description below, man. Anyways, yeah. Hang tight, Android users. I'll get to you guys eventually. So yeah, peace out, guys.